Hello everyone and welcome to ESEP Nayan. For this video, I will be discussing hypothesis testing on population mean using z-test. So our objective here is first we will define what is hypothesis testing and then we will conduct the 4 steps of hypothesis testing using z-test. So first, what is hypothesis testing? So when you say hypothesis testing, it is a process of making generalization about the population using samples. So, ang goal natin dito is to validate if the population parameter is true. So, in this case, ang population parameter natin ay yung mean. So, we want to validate if it is true using a sample statistic. So, in hypothesis testing, we can use either z-test or t-test. So, we will be using z-test if we have a large sample size. So, meaning our sample size is greater than or equal to 30. O kaya, the population variance or standard deviation is known. Okay? So that is when we will use z-test. So t-test naman ang ginagamit if we're using a small sample, so meaning our sample size is less than 30 and the population standard deviation or variance is unknown. So in this video, we will be discussing hypothesis testing using z-test. Let's have the first example. According to the norms established for a history test, grade 8 students should have an average of 81.7 with a standard deviation of 8.5. If 100 randomly selected grade 8 students from a certain school district average 79.6 in this test, can we conclude at 1% level of significance that grade 8 students from this school district can be expected to average less than the norm of 81.7? So this is hypothesis testing because we want to validate if the population mean, which is 81.7, is true. So we want to check if 81.7 is really the average of grade 8 students. So to check this, kumuha tayo ng 100 students from a certain school district and their average is 79.6. So we want to check if their average, this sample's average, is really less than 81.7 by using 1% level of significance. Okay, so we will be conducting the 4 steps of hypothesis testing. So the step 1 in hypothesis testing is stating the null and the alternative hypothesis, or HO and HA. So when you say null hypothesis or HO, it is a hypothesis that assume that the population parameter is true. So in the null hypothesis, we will state that 81.7 is really the average of all the grade 8 students in the history test. So our HO will be the average score of grade 8 students in the history test is 81.7. And the alternative hypothesis is the opposite of the null. So in this case, our HA, because we want to check if it is 81.7 or less than 81.7, so therefore our HA is the average score of grade 8 students in a history test is less than 81.7. So that is step 1. And then for step 2 in hypothesis testing, we will be stating our alpha or the level of significance and the critical values. So our alpha here is 1%. So step 2 alpha is equal to 0.01. So other than the alpha, we will also state the critical value. So ang critical value natin will be the z value. Since this is z-test, it is the z value. So, on the normal curve, we will plot our alpha. So, ang alpha natin is the rejection region. And this is a left tail test because in our HA, we use less than. So, the area of this rejection region is equal to 0.01. So, the critical value is the z value dito sa may rejection region. So, we identify the critical value. So, since this is a left tail test, again, the rejection region is at the left side and the area of that rejection region is equal to alpha. So, we will be using z-table to identify this critical value. So, we just choose the closest area to 0.01 in the z-table. So, in this case, that will be negative 2.33. So, this is the closest area. We'll just use this one. So, the critical value is negative 2.33. So, this is negative 2.33. So, therefore, the critical value in this situation is equal to negative 2.33. So, ito na yung last na i-identify natin in step 2. And then for step 3, we will compute for the test statistic by using z-test again. So, to use the z-test, we first need to identify what is the sample mean or the average of the sample. So, the sample mean is 79.6. We also need to identify the assumed population mean, and that will be 81.7. And then the standard deviation of the population is 8.5. And also, we need the sample size, which is 100. And then this is the formula for z-test to compute for the test statistic. So we just substitute, and then the z-value or the test statistic value is negative 2.47. So that is step 3. So in step 3, we will be identifying the test statistic value. So this is the test statistic value, which is negative 2.47. And then for step 4, we will be making the decision. So for step 4, to make the decision, we will be plotting first again the graph that we have in step 2. So this is 0.01, and then our critical value is negative 2.33. So we will plot the test statistic value that we got in step 3 on this normal curve. So this is 0. So negative 2.47 will lie somewhere in the rejection region. So negative 2.47 is somewhere here. Okay? So since ang test statistic value natin falls on the rejection region, therefore, ang ating decision in step 4 is to reject the null hypothesis or reject HO and then accept the alternative hypothesis. So, since we reject HO, we can conclude that the average score of the grade 8 students in this school district is less than the norm of 81.7. So, because that is our HA. So, we reject that it is 81.7 and we accept that it is less than 81.7. So, that can be our conclusion. Another example, a light bulb manufacturer regularly advertises that his bulbs last at an average of 900 hours, with a standard deviation of 75 hours. A random sample of 20 is chosen before campaign to make sure that the claim is correct. If the sample mean is 925 hours, can the advertising claim be considered as correct at 5% level of significance? So again, this is hypothesis testing because it was stated here na 900 hours yung tinatagal ng lahat ng light bulbs sa isang manufacturer. So we want to validate if this is true by getting a sample of 20. And then we identify that their sample mean is 925 hours. So this is still z-test even if we have a small sample na 20 because the standard deviation of the population is known, which is 75 hours. So this is a standard deviation of the population. So with that, even if this is small, we will still be using z-test. So let's start with the 4 steps of hypothesis testing. Step 1, state the null and the alternative hypothesis. So ang null hypothesis natin dito will be the mean lifetime of the light bulbs is 900 hours. So we assume that this 900 hours, the population parameter is true. So that is HO. So our HA, since we just want to check if it is 900 hours or not 900 hours, therefore ang HA natin is the mean lifetime of the light bulbs is not 900 hours. So it wasn't emphasized in this problem if we want to check if it is less than or greater than 900 hours. So this will be our HA. And then for our step 2, we identify what alpha is. So ang alpha natin is 0.05 because again, alpha is the level of significance. Okay, next, under step 2, we will also identify the critical values. So since this is a two-tailed test because we use not equal in the alternative hypothesis, ang rejection region natin is at the two tails of the normal curve. So this one, this is a rejection region, and also this one. It's also a rejection region. And then we have two critical values, one positive and one negative. So the area of this two rejection region is 0.05, and since dalawa sila, we will divide it to 2. So the area of each is, this will be 0.025, and the other one is 0.025. So again, 0.025, we divide alpha by 2. So we identify the critical value again using the Z table, which is the closest area. This is exactly 0.25, so the critical value will be at the left side is negative 1.96. So this is negative 1.96, and since they are the same, so we can say that this critical value here is positive 1.96. So the critical values are positive, negative 1.96. Okay, next, step 3, we will be computing for the test statistic value. So we will first identify what is the sample mean. So ang sample mean natin is 925 because this is the average of the 20 samples. And then the assumed population mean is 900. And then the standard deviation of the population is 75 and the sample size is 20. And then this is the formula for the test statistic value using z-test. So we substitute the value and the z value that we will be getting is 1.49. Okay, so this 1.49 is the test statistic value. And then for step 4, we will be checking if this 1.49 will fall at the rejection region. So step 4 is making the decision. So this will be 0, and then the critical values are negative 1.96 and positive 1.96. So our test statistic value is again 1.49. So 1.49 will fall somewhere here. So 1.49 will fall somewhere here. And this is not a rejection region, this is an acceptance region. Therefore, ang decision natin in step 4 is accept HO and reject HA. So with that, we can conclude that the advertisement of this light bulb manufacturer is true, because ang inaccept nating hypothesis is the null hypothesis, wherein the average lifetime of the light bulbs is equal to 900 hours, which is also the same with the advertisement of the light bulb manufacturer. So therefore, we can conclude that the advertisement is correct. And that's it for this video, for today's lesson. So do not forget to like and subscribe to Isip Nayan.